In this film sequence, I would like to demonstrate for you how to mount a sample in this hot mounting press, SimpliMet 1000. A sample that can look like this after cutting in one of our cutting machines. You could go on and grind and polish the sample as it is, but it will be sharp to hold. It won't have any support on the edges, so if you have a surface layer here, this edge will be rounded off like that, and it will be difficult to study that one. So quite normal is that you mount it into a polymer. Looks like this when it's finished. It gets easier to hold. And also, if you use it together with our semi-automatic grinding and polishing machine, we have sample holders to fit this one. So, first of all, we have different compounds that we can mount the sample in. The most common one is this one. It's called Phenol Cure. It's a phenolic-based resin. It's called bakelit in Swedish. It gives us a mount that looks like this. The color can vary, black, green, red, as this one is. It's pretty hard. It shrinks medium much, meaning that there is a small gap between the sample and the mount here. But it's the most common one, and it's perfect for bulk testing of material. Another one might be that one, ConductorMet. It's also a phenolic compound, but it's filled with carbon powder, so it's conductive. Can be used for tests in electron microscope, for instance. Another one is this one, EPOMet molding compound. It's epoxy-based. If I compare it with phenolic, it's also hard, but it shrinks much less. So it gives better contact with the sample, better support to the edge there, so you can in a better way look at surface layers, pretty thin surface layers. Even better for that is cold mounting, which I will demonstrate in another sequence. But if you want to use the hot mounting press, EPOMet is good. Another one is this one. I won't even try to pronounce that. It is also, as all the other, thermosetting compounds, meaning that once we have put them into the machine and heated them up, they have cured and they are hard and can be taken out of the machine. The last one, which we don't use much or almost never, is this one. It's an acrylic compound. It's completely transparent, but it's also a thermoplastic compound, meaning that when you have heated it in the machine, you must cool it before you take it out, otherwise you will just have a molten amount of material in the machine. Okay, the machine looks like this. It is a cylinder in the machine, coming down like that. There is a lower stamp. I take it up a little bit, like that. And there is an upper stamp there. When we put the sample in, lower it, and then put the upper stamp on top, like that, powder in between. It will compress the sample in the machine here. Heat will be applied, and after a while, it has cured enough so we can take out a sample that looks like that. So I would like to demonstrate how to mount the sample in the machine by doing it. And this is the sample. I'm putting it on the lower stamp with a surface that I would like to observe later on, facing downwards. I move the ram down, the lower stamp down, by pressing the arrow down on the machine, and it makes quite a lot of noise, as you will hear. And when it's fully down, the noise will change. It was easy to hear, wasn't it? So I check in the machine that the sample is in the middle. The edges of the sample is not touching the cylinder in here. And I will demonstrate now using this phenolic compound. Inside is a powder. It looks like this. It's a pre-mix with both the resin and the curing agent. This mixture will be activated and cure when you raise the temperature. So I will use this, and if you notice the shape of this spoon, it's so that I can easily pour powder in here. So I fill powder into the cylinder, like that. If you can't find this spoon, you can find funnels looking like that, which make it easy to get the powder down. This powder shrinks about 50%. The volume shrinks about 50%. So you should fill enough to cover the sample, and then a little bit more than that. If you have a very small volume sample, you have to fill more powder. If you have a sample with a larger volume, less powder. Check that everything looks okay. Take the upper stamp, move it in like that, and now you need to use your weight here, like this. Push it down, and then rotate it 1/8 of a turn. There are small marks up here, which aligns with this one, so you can see that it is 1/8 of a turn. So, if you want to check the parameters or alter them, you can use this button. Press it once. Heat time lights up, and it's set at 1 minute now, and that is correct. Press one more time. Come to cool time, which is 3 minutes. Pressure, 290 bars. Mold size, the cylinder diameter, which is 40 millimeter, and that is correct. We have other cylinders, but we use 40 millimeter 90% of the time. The last setting is temperature, and it's 150 degrees. These settings are correct for all of our mounting materials except the thermoplastic. And if you forget about these settings, you can find them on the wall behind me. If you want to change one of the parameters, you can do it by selecting it first. I select heat time, and then I can change it by using this arrow to decrease the time, or that one to increase the time. Normally, you will not have to do it because the parameters are usually set like this, and the machine does not reset them by itself. If somebody for some reason changed the parameters, you can find them on this paper on the wall here, and also a little description on the different materials that we have. So everything is here in case you forget it. So when all the settings are correct, we have checked everything, then we just press start, and you can find cycle start there. So now pressure is applied, it's preheating. In 6 to 8 minutes it will reach 150 degrees. After that it will keep 150 for 1 minute, and then start cooling and cool for 3 minutes, and then a short signal will sound, and the text cycle complete will come up on the display. I will show you then how to take the sample out. I would like to show you a few tricks that might be good to know if you're using this hot mounting machine. If you have a thin sheet sample like this one, it might be difficult to make it to stand on the lower stamp, and in that case you can use one of these 3 supports for it. This is the one type, and it works like this. The red one works exactly the same, but it's different material. And if you have several samples, you can use that one. In these different openings, you can put a number of samples. So in this particular one, there is room for 5 samples, if you like, 3 on that side and 2 on the back. I also mentioned that the epoxy material, SimpliMet compound, can be used. That one. One thing with epoxy-based compound is that they adhere very, very good on most materials. That means that they also adhere on the lower and upper stamp and on the cylinder in the mounting machine. So what is necessary to do then is to use a release agent, which you can find here. So simply take this release agent and put it on the upper and lower stamp and inside of the cylinder before you fill powder. Don't put it on the sample because we would like it to adhere on the sample, but on all other surfaces. So I guess that's about it. If you forget anything, you can always come back and ask me about it. Nu pep det. So now we heard the signal and we can see here that it says cycle complete. So it's ready to open the machine. I will come in front of the machine now. Turn the handle so it goes in that direction. And then press up arrow. So the sample look like that. One thing remains, and that is to clean the machine. We have residuals from this mounting here on the upper stamp, this green stuff here. It's easy to remove, it doesn't stick very good, except for epoxy. It sticks very good. But if it sticks so you cannot remove it with your fingers or with a brush there, you can use a brass tool. Brass is softer than steel, so it's okay to use that on steel. Or, I will pick it up from here, a white Scotch-Brite pad. Clean also the lower stamp. Like that. And finally, use the brush. So it looks as good when you leave the machine as it did when you came here. So, with these instructions, you should be able to make a hot mount of your sample.